Hi everyone, it is Carla theBubblelush. Some of you have written me that you are interested in getting involved in scrapbooking, but you don't know where to start. You're very overwhelmed by the whole process, and that is totally understandable because it's very easy to spend a lot of money and you don't really need to. So I'm going to show you the things that you should buy first while you're trying to figure out what kind of scrapbooker you are and how you can do it on a budget. So these are the items that you must buy, okay? Hi, Big Helper! Hi! She's got her dolly. She loves that thing. Okay, first things first. What I suggest you do is invest in a bunch of cardstock. The great thing about buying it in a pack like this is that this is regularly $20, but these things go on sale for 10 bucks all the time. This is really nice weight cardstock. You've got lots and lots of different color options. And all the pages will kind of go together because they'll all have this pearl sheen that this particular pack has. So that is awesome. And keep in mind, like I know when you start scrapbooking, you think of, ooh, all the pretty patterned paper. I fall into the same trap. This is just my green and blue, and I've got this whole thing full. This stuff is so hard to use. Usually on a patterned paper, they're so busy, like this one. This one's like ridiculous. They just don't look that great, but if you put them on a solid colored paper, just totally solid, they look so much better and they just pop. So the nice thing to do is to get cardstock and then buy just a couple sheets of pattern paper and use it as an accent, either, you know, as a mat under the picture, or do your title out of this, or your journal box, something like that. But invest more in cardstock than in this loose pattern paper because it really is very hard to work with. Now saying that, look at how my camera went weird colors. Do get a couple of these books of paper. And then I have a couple paper packs. The reason why I like paper packs is, let's find which way it's open. There we go. So it's all coordinated. There's prints that you can use as like accent, but then there's pages like this that are really easy to use. Your pictures will pop off of this, and then you can choose one of these that coordinates, like this one, and this is what you can use to, you know, like put your journaling boxes on, or use it to make your title out of. But you're going to end up using a lot more solid print paper just because it makes your pictures look better. So. But again, if you buy this paper pack and you use it in a scrapbook, all your pages are going to kind of speak to each other because they're all kind of in the same tone, but they're completely different looking. You can see all the different types of patterns. So anyways, start with paper packs. Invest in a lot of different colors and styles so that you have a lot of options. If you want, you can just get the cardstock and then buy these things, which are little borders. They're 12 inches long, they've got lots of different color, and they're really great. I've been using these a lot lately. This whole thing was like $4, and don't, ma'am. It's from K & Company. There's adhesive on the back. There's 28 of these, so you know you can use them on a lot of different pages. This is a great investment. Okay, so now once you've got the paper, you need a lot of adhesive. When I first started scrapbooking, I would just have like a glue stick, and maybe like I had some double stick tape, and maybe like some glue dots. Glue dots are awesome. Get some of these. They're just, if I had two hands I would show you, but it's just like this roll, right? And when you open it up, there's little tiny dots of glue. I don't know if you can see them. Little tiny dots of glue. But these are super helpful. But invest in lots of different types of adhesives. These tape runners, very, very useful. So get one tape runner and get some refills because you'll use them. Trust me. Do yourself a favor and get lots of different adhesives. Make sure everything you get though is acid free. If it's not acid free, you cannot use it on your pictures because you will ruin your pictures. If you're going to be working with like a Cricut or something where you can cut out paper, like Hannah's playing with right now. Hello, Tub Tom Teether. Hello. These little things, they need to have adhesive on the back. So you can throw it in one of these, and this will add like a sticker adhesive to the back of it. These are very useful if you have a Cricut. Yeah, so photo stickers, pop dots, these are great. They have adhesive on both sides, but they're foam, so they add some dimension. That's awesome. But just give yourself lots of different types of adhesive. I know it seems like you're spending a lot of money, but really think of what a scrapbook is. It's paper glued to pictures. You need glue. Okay, so now that that's done, an X-Acto knife. Trust me, you are going to use it more than you think. And a pair of really sharp, nice scissors with a nice little tip that you can do some detail work. You're going to use those a lot. So paper, glue, and scissors. Now let's get to the fun stuff. I suggest to add some detail to your page to get some brads. These things are a great place to start as far as embellishments go because they're like $2 for a pack of them. You get a whole mess of them that you can use throughout a scrapbook. They come in all different shapes and sizes. These are little snowflakes. These are bright stars. So this is like a really cheap way to start adding embellishments to your page, and they're easy to work with. I suggest you get one of these type of punches. See how it has such a big bite? You can put it all the way in like that far into the page versus being stuck on the edge like some of the punches are. Like this punch, you can only bite in just a little bit. But this one you can bite in that far. And this has just a tiny little hole, can you see that? So that you can stick the little brads through. This thing I use all the time. So spend like $10 on a bunch of brads and a nice little tiny hole punch for yourself. You'll use them and you'll have them around for years because think of how many pages you'd have to do to use up that many brads. So just do yourself a favor, get a bunch of different kinds and some fun colors, and you'd be surprised how much you use them. I also encourage you though to get just like a basic brown. You use this a lot, especially with pictures of boys. You don't really use these like bright colors as much. You use these, or pictures of adults. Get some serious ones as well. Okay, so everyone wants to get into stamps. Please, please, please do not get wooden stamps. These things are useless. They're so hard to work with and they're really outdated. There's of course these clear stamps, but you know what? Just wait. We'll talk about stamps later. This is a big investment and there's some things to look for before you go investing in stamps. So wait on those. But if you really must get involved with ink, I suggest you do this. Get a black ink pad, a white ink pad. Do not let your husband use it. And then look for one of these things. Color box petal point. I don't know. The great thing about this is, I don't know, this is like $15 or something, but you can use your 40% off coupon and get it for just a couple bucks, which is awesome. It comes in a lot of different colors, and you can pull the petals out. So you take this whole thing, you ink your stamp, and then you're done. So it's like you bought 8 ink pads, but you didn't. So this is a really great bargain tip. Okay? Use your 40% off coupon on something like this week. Okay, so you guys share ink. The great thing about this is you can also use it to distress the edge of pages. Hello! Hi! Where's your dolly? Yeah, stand up. Oh, she's gonna get me. Hi, sweetie. Careful. I don't want you to fall. I don't want you to fall. I don't want you to fall. Get back down. Thank you. Okay, so as far as other things, if you have room in your budget to splurge this week, here are some other fun things I encourage you to get. I use this punch all the time, a 2-inch scallop edge punch. You can use it to add like flower accents. You can use it to put, you can pop this out and then do like a caption for a picture. I do that all the time. You can use it to make a tag by cutting it in half. And then I also like to do this. Hi! And get a circle punch that can be nested inside of that. These things are really useful. I use them all the time. This is just a little corner rounder. It's a little dated, but sometimes it looks good on a page to just round the corners of either the paper or your picture. And it comes with this little guide so that your picture is like in, or it's in the corner. And it rounds it, get it, you got it. You're smart. Alright, so those are punches that, maybe you want to splurge on. I am loving working with buttons. They're so great. Buttons with some little glue dots, maybe some embroidery floss. This stuff is super cheap. You get a whole bunch of, I don't know what it's called, skeins, little things of it. They look like this. bunch of different colors. They're super duper cheap. You tie them on. Buttons make a great, and they're very in right now. Also, usually in the scrapbook section they have these things. They're like $1. Premium ribbon. This actually is really hard to work with because it's hard to match it perfectly to your paper. What I suggest doing is just getting your basic solid color ribbon and making that pop off a pattern paper. That's a lot easier. Whoa, whoa, whoa! You okay? Hi. Hi. You want me to pick you up? Okay, hold on. You're gonna want a gel pen to do your journaling. I know that it's scary to write on the actual paper after you've done all this work, but there's no point in scrapbooking if you're not going to do journaling. So if you're scared to do that, get some of these things. They're called journal boxes. They come in all different styles, and you can just write on this, and if you mess up your handwriting, you just rip it off, and there's a whole bunch of them in here. So these are good. These are kind of like to ease yourself into journaling, but you have to journal. Because otherwise, in 50 years, people are going to look at these pages and see, oh, cute pictures, but they're going to have no idea what this page is all about. So gel pens are the great way to do that. This one's silver, get it in gold, black, white, all the different colors. Okay? Want to hold it? Yeah. Gel pens are great for journaling and chewing and dropping. Don't get these things, these silver markers that you have to shake and then you open them up and they're like paint. Don't get those. Don't. Because it's going to splatter and screw everything up. Get gel pens. Okay? Then I think you should have one like dual tip marker. One that's like fine print and then a little fat edge in black. That's all you need. Don't invest a bunch of money into markers. Marker sets are very expensive and they're really not that useful. Okay, so paper, adhesives, some pens, scissors, maybe some ink. Consider starting with brads for your embellishments. If you want to go get some punches, I suggest a 2-inch scallop and a circle small enough to nest inside of it. Explore with buttons. Buttons really aren't that expensive, and neither is just basic ribbon. Don't get sucked into this. This stuff is crap. And I think that's about it. So I hope that helps you guys